As you stand at the base of the Tower of Infinity and look to the skies at the pieces of your former life that crash to the ground around you, you realize no matter how you run and turn, you cannot escape the onslaught. Hulk Hogan, you risk stakes will pound in the skies, creating a towering monument to your failures until you see these words emblazoned across the neon green skies. Game over.
And that's how you do a Warrior promo. You just bellow incoherently about video games, and that was harder than the Macho promo. Give me a second. There you go. Thank you, French announcer. That one was Tetris, by the way. My original plan for promos was that I was gonna do... It was gonna be Wario every single time, but each week would be a different video game. And everyone would be calling out Hulk Hogan.
It's like, Hulk Hogan, the neon-lit maze within your mind plagued by ghosts and vitamin pills.
Pac-Man, right? But I figured that joke would get a little old, so I figured, you know what? Let's just save it and do it now. How's it going, everybody? I do have an idea of a rock promo, but I touched on it a little bit last time. It's very cut and paste. Actually, hang on a second. Don't mind this. Which is the button that I want? Is it you? There you go.
No, it's the Ultimate Warrior promo!
There you go. Right. Ignore that. Ignore me exposing my inner workings live on the stream. I'm just a JPEG. You don't even know that. Alright, what are we doing? We are playing WrestleQuest is what we're doing. That's a little loud. Or is it that Gal Guardians is a little quiet? Probably a bit of both. Right, what did I do? Which one was mine? This one. This one is mine. That's right, because it took me a couple of extra minutes to get to where I needed to be. Because... Whew. I needed... After the battleship sequence, I thought I lost all my stuff. So I went back and I replayed it, and I got to this point, right here, and it took me a little longer. And I'll tell you why. Because the battle with Dash Talent, he used a mirror move where he just refused to be attacked for the first couple turns. Rocky Johnson had nothing. It was wild. I had to win that fight legit. Anyways, here we are playing WrestleQuest, and we're doing something with Brink and Celine and I feel like this is a massive come down from the shouty 90s Warrior promo. Yes? Just hi, here's my regular speaking voice. Rin has redeemed a compliment. Good taste in video games. I know she is a big fan of Final Fantasy VIII. No, really? And recently, a piece of music that I shared on my Discord had some Final Fantasy VIII trivia, and Rin's like, yeah, I know what that's about. There you go. I will have to share that trivia when I play Final Fantasy VIII. And I will. Right. We are heading for somewhere. I want to say the answer is not Japan. Facebreaker Forest. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Jaded Mew. That is actually what I said. I appreciate this very much. Perka Woodland over here, he'd be like, yeah, Andy said, he called you a meatball face, but he said it. You don't know he didn't, because you're muted. All Japan? Maybe. I wonder if we're going to find someone here who suddenly isn't in the company anymore. Oh, hell yeah, Luchador's with us. I completely forgot Luchador was here. Right, can we do any cool tag team moves? We sure can. Let's find out what those moves are. Brink, what do you got? Slingshot into the air and drop him down. Marine and medical refreshment means healing for all your allies. Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm the expert of execution.
That was an alright attack, I reckon. And then you can get one of those. Patch, hello, welcome on in. Patch is doing an art project, and I've been... Oh yeah, I don't need to do anything for that one. That's just an attack that you take. Yeah, Patch is doing an art project, and I've seen the startings of it, and I reckon it's going to look super great. Oh, Luchador, please. Right, what's that move? Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. Do this one, and it heals you up super hard. You just have to hit the right button. And that one, I believe, was it. Yeah, look at that. I got my health back. That's what you want.
Copy.
Oh, is Brink poisoned? What's that about? I know there's a level difference, but it's a bit spicy how Muchacho Man and Brink have big boy HP compared to the others. There is that. There is also, what I like to call protagonist energy from Brink and Muchacho Man. These other guys, it's just... Like, Celine's just showed up. I mean, same deal goes for the style points as well. Like, Luchador's over here with 200, Brink has close to 5. That is a little much. Oh, and now we're starting to get our AP back. That's what you want. Do it. Get it. Heal yourself per turn. Speaking of, patch up Celine, please. Thank you. Perka Woodland, I see that. I see you trying to get people to not like me anymore. There's no need for it. Oh, hey, now that'd be a pretty cool addition to the game, wouldn't it? If there was crowd noises, if you were doing a good job. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to bring it up again. Taurus in Virgo versus the Zodiac. She had crowd chanting as part of her theme tune, and it was really, really cool. I'll tell you what is a little spicy, the Jaded View, is, these characters, not only they don't have as much HP as Brink and Muchacho Man, they're not doing as much damage. That was a Toy Box Jimmy sound effect, thank you very much.
I take one shot.
But without this spectacular Jersey accent. I heard it. You can't prove that I didn't. Alright, come on, Brink. Do the move. Get that win. Get some levels. Oh, yeah. Level 15 compared to level 32 on Brink. Can you tell Luchador has been out of this game for a little while? I believe you can. Alright, let's go this way. What's this way? Stuff is what's this way. I did find myself wondering how much more of the game we've got to go. Because I think we're done with the summons. It's something I could very easily check, but I'm not going to, because if I look up a list of stuff that's in this game, then I'll just know that. And I don't want to just know that. I want to be surprised and to go, oh my god, it's that guy. When, you know, that guy shows up. Speaking of, oh my god, it's this guy! I love this guy!
Don't mess with my family.
And... overrated, underrated, favorite, least favorite wrestlers. Overrated? I feel like this isn't going to be a particularly controversial stance, but I'm going to go for Hulk Hogan. Because when you think about wrestling, generally speaking, you're probably going to think about Hulk Hogan. He's the guy. He's Mr. Wrestling. Not actually Mr. Wrestling. There were like 2 of those, and neither of them were Hulk Hogan. But
I'm locked and loaded.
oh, funny story about that. I want to say it was Reagan. There was one of the American presidents whose favorite wrestler was Mr. Wrestling. I invited him to the White House, but he refused to take his mask off, so the Secret Service were like, no. This man is not coming to the White House. Thank you very much. Unless you take that mask off. So yeah, overrated I'm going to say is Hulk Hogan, because if you look at his matches, a lot of them are... he's got the 5 moves of doom, and he's got... he works like a villain, even though he's supposed to be super ultra America babyface. Underrated. I kind of want to go Jeff Jarrett pre-Global Force Gold. Because there's a man who loves his gimmick and lives his gimmick, and you can have a good Jeff Jarrett match. Andre's a pretty good wrestler. The Princess Bride's a pretty good movie. It is arguably one of the best movies in the world. Come on, Split. We can score big if you move that glue, see? Come on, Split. We can score big if you move that glue, see? No way. I'm a hard serve man. You know I don't mess around with that stuff. It'll control your mind, man. Just as bad as some corporation. Hey, it's those guys again. Who's the stump lover? What are you guys doing here? Pretty far from your stomping grounds, eh? We had to go for a bit of foraging, since our last stockpile was stolen. Hey, you stole that first. Whatever. Crew, give the Big Shot Pro Wrestlers a taste of truth. We need to introduce Patch to Saki, if we have not done so already. Wow, who said that? I don't know. Based on what I was saying just now, though, lately Jeff Jarrett has... Oh, he has fallen all the way off. Global Force Gold is just a scam. And no, don't look at that. But Ain't I Great, Slapnuts, that one where he had the cool siren theme tune, that was cool, Jeff Jarrett. When he's not booking himself, underrated fella.
My secret, maple syrup.
My favorite, I feel, is a bit of a cheat because it's a tag team. Honestly, genuinely love Too Cool. I know it's very 90s cool and not even cool, but like, I love Too Cool. They were my boys when I watched wrestling. To the point, actually, I don't know if they belong in my boy stable because they... Yeah, let's do a bit of that. Because they have been champions, I believe. But, you know, I count them. Least favorite.
That's all I need.
See, least favorite wrestler is probably going to be somebody along the lines of, like, Nick Gage or Hannibal, where it's wrestlers in air quotes, they're just dudes who beat up dudes. But if you want to talk about, like, actual in-ring performers from WWF, WCW, and that sort of thing, I'm probably gonna have to go with Bastion Booger, because I don't think anyone at the time even thought that guy was cool. Who thought this guy was gonna get over? He didn't work as a monk, so let's try him as a fat dude. Like, no. No. I don't like that guy. That's a fairly tough one because it's a fairly extensive list. What do we know about Edge from WWE? What do we know about Edge from WWE? Ludicrously charismatic. Career got shortened because he essentially slammed his head into a pole. Cheated on Matt Hardy. No. Yeah. Matt Hardy's girlfriend cheated on him with Edge. And that got Matt Hardy in trouble for being mad about it. But then that became like a storyline. It was Edge and Lita for the longest time. And then no follow-up to that. We just won that fight. There you go. And now he's back under his real name. And doing okay matches. I haven't seen a great deal of AEW. Darkrai, hello, hello. It was one of those things really, really early on. Looking at Edge, you'd be like, yeah, it's this guy. This is the guy. Because when he came in and he was like spooky, scary vampire man with the spooky, scary vampire man, he was the standout star in that group. Like, alright, cool. Gangrel, can't really fault him. He is committed to the bit. Christian, fine, whatever. Edge is over here. He's just stealing the camera, grinning like a mad yoke, and just doing his thing. And like, I touched on it a little in a previous stream. There's one of the guys, when he went to do training, looked at Edge and said, "There's your next Ric Flair." He just gets it. He knows what he's doing. Also, hell yeah, Suwako Hat. Thank you very much to Alana Ray for putting that together and just generally being a cool dude. Because he is. I'm understanding some of the words you are saying to me, so thank you. Okay. Edge in WWE, pretty good upper mid-card guy, had genuinely one of the best matches of all time, that being TLC 2. He's still going. Somehow. Which is not to say he's particularly old. He's just had a lot of very serious injuries that he's worked through. Didn't Scott get a win of some solo title? I want to say, wasn't he Intercontinental at some point? Power boost. Let's equip that right now. I got this. What does this do? Empirical Woodlet, they said the thing! This mathematics handbook has a 141 2/3 chance of making you a better wrestler. I'm keeping hold of that. I'm going to look at that joke, and I'm going to laugh at it. Finding wild beasts and feral wrestlers in the wild. Feels just like old times, eh, Brink? That's the idea, sis. Where do you think that punk leader got off to? I don't know, but I think we've seen the last of him. Oh, Grandmaster Sex, I also won something. Well, there you go. We're all ready for you. Great, we'll be right here. You ready for this? I don't know what I'm getting ready for, Nuke, but I'm just gonna read my lines. This isn't the first time I received the championship belt, amigo. It is a reference to just one of the best wrestling promos of all time. Scott Steiner. Professor Steiner. Esquire. He started talking about if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. Unless you go against him, you've got 25% at best to beat him. Because he's a genetic freak and he's not normal. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix. And your chances of winning drastic go down. and he just keeps going. Adding numbers upon numbers upon numbers. Jaded Mew, good shout, good shout. Add somebody to my team. Let's have... There you go, let's go for the classic team. There you go. So yeah, Scott Steiner just keeps going on with maths and how if you add this percentage if I win, minus that because there's another wrestler in the ring, divided by the... I've got 141 and 2/3% chance of winning at Sacrifice. And then the match didn't even happen. Here they are. And Muchacho Man, Nuke, step forward. Because of your actions, we are celebrating victory today, instead of defeat. Because of your actions, we are walking free, instead of wallowing in the clutches of IEW. Furthermore, Muchacho Man, your leadership during the Battle of Death Drop Hill is worth noting. For conduct becoming a slightly trained service animal, please take this. Glory Fields are safe from the Iron Edict wrestling threat. I salute you. We got some amazing footage for the promo. Yeah, the camera loves you, muchacho. The soldiers open up the way to Calagira. It's a medieval playset based on that popular franchise, so let's get going and show PAW what a wrestling federation is made of. Empirical Woodland, right now, is Jimmy King going to be in this game? I'm gonna say no. Oh, but golly if he is. Right, what does that tactical alarm clock do? Never miss a wake-up with this military grade chronometer. Makes you immune to sleep. I will take my invincibility bird, thanks. There we go. Oh, he can't be because I've got a Jimmy in my party. It's going to be Toy Box Jimmy. Unless he becomes the king. Oh, I gotta go through the... thing. Let it be known, Empirical Woodland, one of these days I am gonna do the David Arquette promo. But that will be the point when I can't think of any other promos to do, and I just want some cheap heat. It'll be there. Fret ye not. I'm pretty sure I have to get through this map, and if I don't, I'll be very surprised. Well, yeah, because the what's it? Mission marker is right there. Come up, come up. Ah. I wonder what that mission marker is then. I like that sweet little nature sound while we wait. It's very nice. Very nice indeed.
Today's announcement? Hey.
This goes back to what Jaded Mew was saying. Muchacho Man's just a tank and everyone else is coming along for the ride. It's fine. See, I haven't played Earthbound for a hot minute. I thought everybody was roughly equivalent in terms of skills. It's just that they had different areas of expertise. Ah! Rin, thank you very much for cheering with the bits. I was paying attention to that. I did look at the button prompt. I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. That noise is the station announcement sound from Japanese JR East rail stations. I'm going to be hearing that in about a month. get it. Patch, that is absolutely fine. I have seen you drop me a couple of messages as well. I will check those when I am free, and I'll take a look at your art project as well. I appreciate that. But yeah, from what I remembered with Earthbound, it's like Ness is kind of good at everything but relies on physical. Paula is the mage. Jeff has very low stats, but he can use all these cool tools. And then Pooh, again, no magic, but he's the one who'll hit you like a truck. Why isn't Pooh in Earthbound? Not Earthbound, Smash. Everybody wanted Pooh in Smash. Mainly because they want a character called Pooh, I reckon. He gets Starstorm and such. Okay. The only bit I really remember with Prince Pooh is the bit when he is introduced and you have this fight that isn't a fight. I believe his model is an ultimate as well. He shows up to help with PK Starstorm, doesn't he? Because Jeff is an assist trophy. Hey, don't just barge in. I'm naked in here. Ah, it's you. Greetings, Elephant. It's been a long time, Grim. I wanted... Is that... blood? What? This? This isn't blood. It's a tincture of watermelon extract and goji berries. Retirement has been good to me. Almost as good as annihilating your enemies on the canvas, right? Fruit-treated soaks are great, but nothing compares to the bright lights of the arena shining on the glazed eyes and dead stares of my enemies. That's the grim Jim I know. Say, where's your sidekick? Where's Phil? Phylactery, I don't get that pun. I'm gonna guess that's a pun. Those extra fluffy towels you wanted aren't quite ready. Oh, Elephant, what are you doing here? Listen, boys, I'll cut to the chase. I need you back in the ring. The ring? Look at this guy's face. That is a very British cartoon from the late 80s, early 90s face. This character appeared in the Beano. And he had, like, a little figurine, like monster wrestlers in my pocket. He's one of them. The ring? Oh, no, we're retired. Come on, Elephant. You were the one that retired us in the first place, remember? Said we weren't exactly on trend anymore, remember? Do I remember? An elephant never forgets, Phil. But don't worry, I have the perfect way to make you two relevant again. I mean, I figured phylactery was like the word, the thing. I don't know what that is all. Can the scriptwriters focus on one thing? That was awesome. And did you hear the crowd? They ate it up. Yes, they were really engaged. Thank you both for coming on this research assignment. We'll do your homework anytime if it involves watching an awesome wrestling show. Those are some death-defying maneuvers, amigo. How about that big guy? His gimmick was really strong, but his promo skills could use some work. Promo skills. Oh, man. I almost forgot. My match against Dash Talon is tonight. I gotta get back, especially since Mr. Font wants to see me before the fight. Hold up. A container for religious things. See the fancies by liches for holding their souls and that kind of thing. Okay. Oh, there you go. Atomic Dropolis. That was the name of this place. That's a good name. I know I said that last time, because it is. Don't mind me, I'm just doing the pog face up here. Man, do you remember when Twitch went through like a phase of rotating pog faces? That was an interesting time. Where's my exit? Is this my exit? This is my exit. Who could that be? Oh no. Oh, please don't be the wrestler who I assume you are going to be. Oh, thank goodness. Lady Apache is a multiple national and world champion wrestler in Japan and Mexico. She is known for winning many lucha de apuestas, the most distinguished type of match in lucha libre, forcing her competitors to demask or shave their hair. Lady Apache would often win by submission with the La Macedora and La Magistral finishes. I was a little worried that was gonna be Sunny. And I was gonna have to completely ignore what she's been up to lately. Was this game pre-Crisis for Sunny? I don't remember. It's been so long, I don't remember when Crisis started. That's a new one. You waited for me to get to the world map before crashing. That is sensational there, game. Oh no, Zarkrai, that's fine. This is why I've been saving so frequently, especially when it comes to going to the world map. This game will crash. Like, a lot. I still stand by the idea that we should have a different pog face every day. How hard can it be to just like replace one PNG file on a server? Or just come up with a script. Like, here's the list of them. The script says at midnight, it's this one. But yeah, then they decided, no, we trolled you all. To be fair, I can kind of see why they would go for the lizard one, because let's say Beep Salt, because I know Beep Salt submitted one of themselves, and I believe they got used for a day or two. Let's say they pick the Beep Salt pog face to become the thing, right? Do they now owe Beep Salt money and residuals? What if they don't want their face all over the... I saw that loading stutter. I was worried it was gonna happen again. Whoa, game. Game, you're on borrowed time. You were on borrowed time. Ah, you see, I missed this one, Jaded Mew. I was just there for the period of time when they went, a different one every day. And then after a couple of weeks, they went, ah, screw it, we're just going to pick one. And then that's what it's going to be. And then it was that one.
Never step back. I will go for vengeance.
That barely did anything. Good job, Luchador. I'm glad you're here. Oh, I know that they replicated an existing one. I just didn't know that they held a vote for it. I just figured at some point Twitch staff said, we're going to change it, here's what it's going to be. And I want to say they did it with a sad trombone. It was either sad trombone or an air horn. It was one of the two. That is the most elaborate way to avoid a power slide. Just triple backflip. Caliente!
Take one shot.
I will be glad when I get some more powerful characters back in my team. I am not gonna lie.
Next, it's time to hit the dusty trail. You'll be saddle sore after this.
So, hey, change the topic. Who saw the WWE 2K24 trailer? It's horrific. Oh my god, it's so bad.
I'll never go in guns a-blazing.
So, they use a mixture. They use a seamless. You cannot tell it's even there. They go between live action, in-game footage, and AI-generated wrestlers. So, AI Hulk Hogan comes up and he's like, you know what, dude? Let me tell you something, brother. And it's exactly as good as you're thinking it is for being AI Hulk Hogan. I don't like it. Ah. I am all for blending together live action and video games if you get it right. It's been a hot minute since I yelled about it, but there is that one... There is that one Lord of the Rings game on PS2 where they include movie footage and it segues from the movie footage to the game. And yeah, actually, they do it really, really well. It's seamless. And then you've got that. I don't know. I wonder if this is also a Streets of Rage reference. So these punk dudes in the jackets, they're the Signal brothers from... I think they're in the first Streets of Rage. They're in all the Streets of Rage games, come to think of it. And they show up in the first one. In Streets of Rage 4, there are punks. I believe they have mohawks. They're kind of like the one at the top there. And their thing is that they throw chemical vials. Did I do the British Bulldog? I don't remember.
I'm the strongest wrestler in the world.
Well, now here you go. Now we did. There you go. There ain't no bull in that bulldog, lad. Hello, Click. Welcome on in. You join me, doing voices. That's not a power slam. I'm gonna look about how bad these wrestling moves are. The only thing I really remember about these female punks from Streets of Rage 4 is that they're named Margaret and Elizabeth. I want to say one of them's named Trish. They're all named after the assistants and notable women from Persona, and that's pretty great.
That's all I need.
After this, it's time to hit the dusty trail. You'll be saddle sore after this.
Darkrai's gonna go grab dinner. Thank you very much. Honestly, I'm surprised you haven't already, because I've been doing my best at these Spanish words, and I'm like, oh, I feel your eyes upon me, and 4 eyes, because you've got the Suako hat now. Oh, that's a lot of eyes, man. If you say my Spanish is good, then I will take that compliment right there. I appreciate it very much. Is this the exit? I think that's the exit to the world map. Sure, it's got... So, let's apply this to the other, like the actual language that I have been learning and wish to communicate in. That being... Japanese! Yeah! So, ooh, that was a bit weird. I was looking at this and I thought Empirical Woodland had just gone live. So I go over to his stream. I see me. Look, it's me running around on the world map. Woo! All right. Anyway. It should be a high compliment to have your Spanish compared to an old video game like that. Yeah. I could see it. No, when I speak Japanese, I very obviously speak Japanese like a white guy who was taught himself. Because, surprise, guess what? But I do well enough with the verbiage and the syntax that I am able to be understood, even in situations where it's not immediately obvious or analogous to English. For example, I forget if I've mentioned it. I've said a lot of things on stream, so I'm sorry if I'm just going to say something you guys know about already. But one point I ordered breakfast from the mobile bread van, and the guy was like, I got a 10% discount because I did well enough communicating in Japanese. Good job, game. Because I did well enough communicating in Japanese to be understood, and that the guy knew what I wanted, and even with some of the difficult, like, finicky things like counting words, I got those right. Isn't that very good? I have some money off. You did your best. And that made me very happy. That is what I study for. Oh, no, mute. I'm so bad with the counting words. I know that... See, here's the thing. Alright, for a bit of context for everyone else who hasn't studied Japanese or may not know. In English, you can look at something and say, oh, there's 2 of those, there's 3 of those, there's... I don't know, 3 first badges on the stream right now. 2 Suako hats, 1 nightcap. You can say that sort of thing. But in Japanese, there's different counting words depending on what it is. So is it small and round, like an egg or an apple? Is it long and thin, like a pen? Is it flat, like a sheet of paper? There is a different counting word for each of these things. And it's something that I don't... I'm sure it makes sense natively, because that's what you've been... that's what you've grown up being taught, right? Just like in English, it's easy enough for me to use 3 of those, 1 of those, and 2 of that. People. There's also a different counter word for people. It helps to add context because they like to leave out unneeded words. That is also true. Dropping particles left and right, you can do that. If you know what you're talking about. But, yeah. I did well enough with the counting words for this bread van that the guy's like, yeah. They do that in French as well, Rextras. In German and French, the la, le, les, le, L apostrophe, and it depends on the gender of the word. And that's something that I could not wrap my head around doing French and German in high school, because there was no relationship between the word and the gender. Bear with me a second. There's been a development in the Muchacho Man situation. That guy again. He's becoming a real problem, isn't he? Yes. But every problem is also an opportunity for growth. And failing that, there's always a contingency. You okay, sir? Of course. I want you to come with me to Caligari. Except you won't be wrestling there. Sir? I'm going to ask you to distance yourself from me in the ring. Just trust me. It'll all make sense. I do, sir. I do trust you. Excellent. Oh, let's end your match tonight with a draw. That way, when we're in Caligari, anyone not talking about the return of Grim Jim will be talking about you and Dash. Understood, Mr. Font. Is there something else? I was wondering about Stag. I know the Honest Boxer no more, but maybe we can use him somewhere? For something? Certainly. You're a good man, Brink, and I can appreciate your love for your cousin. I'm sure I can use him somewhere. Thank you, Mr. Font. Oh, doing this thing again. I don't need to do any of that. It's all set up the way I like it. Let's go. I know that Man is like one of the companies in TF2, isn't it? Like Manco, they're the ones who make all the tools and stuff and the weaponry. If I remember right, I don't know. I don't know the TF2 lore. But yeah, so doing French and German in high school, I couldn't get my head around the idea of the gendered languages. I can understand that that's a thing, but there is no relation. If it was something that... something to be operated, like the controller in my hands, it's a device that you operate. If all of those were, let's say, gendered male, cool, I can figure that out. But it's not. It's just, this is what this word is, that's what that word is. You will learn. I couldn't learn. I probably could if I'd stuck to it, but I did that thing where I wasn't immediately good at it, and no longer cared. Bad boy, you're eager to have a real match after those unsanctioned bouts between Brink Logan and Dash Talent keep interrupting originally scheduled fights. Is that right? Couldn't have said it better myself, Gene. Sorry for the disruption last time, bad boy. But I don't think we have to worry about Dash. Ever since I whipped him in the ring last time, he hasn't shown his face. Dash is probably hiding somewhere with... Who's hiding, you fast food packing? What is this music? Definitely not Also Sprach Zarathustra. Ignore it. That music has to be in the public domain. You couldn't get that? Mr. Talent, what are you doing here? Yow, Gene, yow! I've come to settle the score with this loser. Hey, this is my... Shut up, bad boy, or I'll turn you into a cable-knit sweater. Loser? Did you call me a loser? I haven't lost a single match against you. Now get out the ring before you get hurt. Anytime we fought, it's been an unsanctioned brawl, Brink. That doesn't count. Hiding behind some technicalities, Dash? You know I can beat you anytime, anywhere. Tough talk coming from someone who seems to only own one tie. So I get to... I'm through talking, Dash. Let's do this. Hey, Rixtrus. That is the first thing that came to my mind, and the most sensible thing I could have said at the time. Hopefully, you understand. Bring Dash talents to fatigue. Pretty sure this one can fatigue, right? Nope. Not if I get it wrong, it can't. Look at the hype I just got! Hell yeah!
I'll never go in guns a-blazing.
Oh, I should not have done that. I was gonna say, just watch this be the one time it works on an enemy wrestler and I get the instant KO. And the game's like, no! That's not how that works. Oh! Oh, I know how that happened. That is super busted. So, I've got my hype type set up so that whenever I nail a button prompt, I get hype. But because that is mash the button, every time I just hit the X button, look at this hype. It's just stacking up. And stacking up and stacking up. Did nobody test that? Somebody should have tested that. Yeah, there you go. That's what happened last time I fought him. Rocky Johnson showed up. He did his stunt double counter. Didn't even work. Is there going to be an achievement for pushing this to 100? No, there is not. You know, I should probably just let him do that, shouldn't I? Because if I need to drop my HP all the way down, I should just become attacked. See, I have to fight every urge that I have not to heal. Because if I heal, then, man, I'm not going to get this mandatory thing. Alright, there he is. Mr. Imperial Woodsman's. I thought this started some time ago. Alright, let's do a bit of that. Do a bit of that. Do a bit of that. So I can keep an eye on him in the background. There you go. The HP is absolutely playing against me here. I'm just going to sit here and take this. Because, oh, I have to break free of this. Well, there you go. $2,000 HP. It's far too much. You can't beat Dash Talent. Nobody beats Dash Talent. Oh my god, still? Alright. I feel like there's a bit of a balancing issue going on here, you know? I haven't done grinding here. Okay? Oh. Oh. This is really cool. I wish I was doing it. Perkle Woodland, you're up in the background, so I can keep an eye on you and make sure that your game is alright. I did it with Space Dice. I'm going to do it with Ground Cube. It's a draw! What? What do you mean? I'm sorry, gentlemen. Both your shoulders were down, so when the ref counted, you were both technically out. Hold up. Time out. That's not how that works. If both wrestlers are down, it goes to a 10 count, and then it's not a draw. It's a no contest. So, what? No one won? That's correct. This is crazy. How many times do I have to beat this towel-wearing showboat? That's the way it goes in these unsanctioned bouts, Brink. It's the low-quality refs. Fine, Dash. Let's do it right. Let's do a real match. You, me, and no crap. Brink, I'm the PAW Heavyweight Champion. You don't gotta call me out for a real fight. You have to earn a sanctioned match with me. You're the one who crashed my match. You're on, Dash. You're on. I'm entering the PAW package match Sensational, and I'm gonna crush the competition and get the right to beat you for the PAW Heavyweight Championship. Yes, balancing issue or representative of the fact that the matches are fixed. It could be either, or both. That was some match. The acting has gotten considerably better. The anger between Dash and Brink was palpable. Now, where is Brink anyways? Maybe in the locker room. Let's just not have to do that fight again, okay? Yeah, there you go. The old PAW locker room. It's been a while. So many memories from this place. Lots of friendships and camaraderie back here, and... it really gets my robe in a knot knowing that I have to lose to that guy. Tell me about it. I want to pound that stupid blue visor right into his skull. I mean, first that spicy muchacho guy ruins the mall brawl. Now I have to deal with Brink too? I wish there was a way I could keep my championship belt. Maybe there's a way you can. What? How? The boss is keen on his new golden boy. Sure, but it's hard to promote someone that's injured, right? Maybe Brink has an accident, doesn't make it to a fight one night. I don't know. I've paid for a lot of things, but this... Hey, you said yourself, that Muchacho Man character's got the boss all distracted, confused. He was thinking straight there's no way to put Brink Hillbilly Logan of a Dash Talent. You know something? You're right, Big Squeezy. Dead straight I am. Time's come for us to take the future of PAW into our own hands. Slam your way through the collector's edition Fennel Gurk Woods playset. Oh, this is Catan! Look, it's all hexagonal. Hello, strangers. What's your step in this forest? Muck of the swamp will stick to your ooze and slow you down. And everyone has to talk with that voice. Cell phone screen? There's no collision on this dice. Anyway. Now, HeroQuest wasn't hexagonal. It was tile-based. It was squares. Well, looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Slow down there, Bumpy. No one here is edible. All creatures is edible if you try hard enough. You can still pass if you offer up some coin. Do you take slam bucks? Slam bucks? There's a collector's edition of the Fennel Gurk Woods battle set. Take your slam box and slam up your buckhole. We want gold. Whoa, a foul mouth like that will get you Saturday detention. We don't have any gold. Pity. Then it will cost you in blood. I'm thinking of Catan, because that one is hexagonal, and you trade for the... I'm going to trade for this corn, this wheat rather, and then I'm just going to Monopoly it back. Monopoly ruins everything. Heroescape. Oh, I know that one. Ah, no gold, but we've got some steel in your veins, I see.
Steel, spice, and victory, amigo.
Spice, eh? Good. That'll make for some tasty stew later. I told you, no one here is edible. We'll see. There's plenty of forest for you to slog through first. I cannot interact with this frog. This is the worst game of all time. Disappoint. Why is it even there if you're not going to let me pet the frog? Ridiculous. There is a song taught to me from high school, and that's how it goes. Fluffy sheep are wonderful. Oh, fluffy sheep are wonderful because they are white and fluffy in Welsh. Oh, fluffy sheep are wonderful. And then you just keep singing it like that over and over again. Alright, so what do we got? Smearog the Dragon, Matt Marauder, and an Orc Grunt. I mostly just want this dragon out the way so I can go, man, is that just He-Man in the middle? That's probably going to be He-Man, right? Because it's not going to be one of the Visionaries! No. Nah, that's not He-Man. Alright. Visionaries was a great show, thank you very much. I had loads of those toys. It was... Yeah, take that. It was about these knights, but they had like future tech, like there was a flying car and stuff. And, their whole thing was they had magical holograms on their persons, and they had magical staffs that would allow such things as well. And every figure came with like one of those 3D holograms, and it was based on the powers that that person had. So like the leader was a lion, obviously, and then one guy was a cheetah because he could move really, really fast. And I remember that one of the villains was a giant snail. Bizarre choice, but that's what it was. That was a good show. It's probably all on YouTube if I go look for it.
You skipped leg day.
I'm so glad I don't have to pin that dragon. I'd be very upset. You taunt. Get some of that hype back. You heal Veneta because she's not doing so great. And then Muchacho Man, you can just beat up this dude. Speaking of balancing, and this game perhaps needing a little more of it, slash the fights are rigged. Veneta's attack is really, really confusing. And I wish it gave me a bit more of a window between here's what the button prompt is and quickly mash it now! Evil putty! I think you'll find that C4, as the joke does go. Talent boost. Same as it always is with RPGs. Why wouldn't you just always pour all of those into the protagonist? Whoa! I'm gonna break all of those. I'm liking this music. Like, I like most of the music in this game, but this old-timey jamming out on a flute, yes. Ah, here come the ingredients now. You should have paid me that gold when you had the chance. Nobody here is going into any stew. You say that now, but wait until you meet my chef. This feels like something where we lure him in front of these. No? I would have absolutely said this was a situation for luring the chef in front of the crossbows. Do you reckon we can fight that lad? Let's see if we can fight him. Nah, there's nothing that way. That's just swamp tiles. Oh, then... Then let's just ignore the chef and move on, I guess. I don't need to deal with him. If I can't fight him, I don't need to look at him. That's all that. That's lore of the playground, is what that is. Alright, what have you got that's cool? There you go, it's Andre. Just for you, Patch. Here he is. Vanetta needs more talent. Alright, slash damage to everyone. Let's see if that works. That did wonders on that orc up there. Look at that. Right, down you go. I like how that one got blocked. Genuinely, Frankie is one of the best things that I've ever unlocked in this game. And the things that he blocks is ridiculous. I love it. Right. You can... Does electrical damage work?
Time for a special assignment.
Mr. Dragon is immune to electrical damage. Good. No. I wonder if that pronunciation joke is a joke that I don't get. Or is it just like... No, that's just a sentence. That's just what the sentence is, you know? Right. Dr. Jones, pin this man, and Muchacho Man, we just start opening up on Daggeron down there. I did not feel like I got that pin the first time, but I'm not going to complain. Right. Get him! I wonder why she has the supportive teacher thing so early on in the game versus just buff her healing ability? Like, instead of giving her cure, but also cure does 10% more because it's her, just make cure do that little bit extra, right? S&S manual. That could have gone very wrong. Don't read that. The old bit from the IT crowd. Dungeons and Dragons. Is this a sex thing? Quite the opposite. Unlicensed Spriggan. Is that fly a separate enemy, do you reckon? No. Good.
Time for a special assignment. Today's announcement? Hey,
I may be thinking of Chrono Cross, which does such a thing. There's, Actually, I'm thinking of the wrong thing in Chrono Cross, so never mind. There's an enemy that's like a wasp's nest on a stick, and the stick counts as an enemy for the purposes of the game's battle system. It's weird. Ugh. But I love seeing when games do, like, funky things with the battle system like that. You're gonna get back up. I think that Spriggan's gonna get back up. Because look, it's not been grayed out like the Orc. I think this is gonna be one of those, you have 3 turns to finish this fight. And then up he gets. Defeat this one last. That's what I reckon.
You skipped leg day.
I want to know why. It might just be because it's, you know, a dragon. And that's why it's so tough. But I'm sure I should be able to do more damage than I am doing. Heal the party. Alright, sure. Tag team.
Team up time.
Man, that would have been so much cooler if it had, like, worked. At least I got a bit of hype from it. But still, that wasn't very good. Nice. At least I'm getting my hype back. Look at it go. There is some part of me has been considering turning on the... that Spriggan didn't get back up like I thought it would, incidentally. So that's fine. GG. NM. There is some part of me has been considering turning on the fight cheats, I'll be honest, because... in part because of the manner in which I have been grinding, which is to say, I haven't been grinding, because the game hasn't really been allowing me to. I feel like the fights are taking a while. And it'd be kind of nice, because I'd like to finish my story. Why do I need to go this way? What's this way? I don't know, but something's up this way. I couldn't go this way, could I? There was like some dice blocking the way? Oh, there was some dice blocking the way. But that has since moved, and now I can go this way. That is... way to telegraph it, game. That's fantastic. And I'm fairly sure that turning on cheat mode will turn off the achievements, but also... man, achievements don't count for anything on the Switch. It's all like my score is not going to go up because I'm not playing it on a thing that supports it. I won't get a cool picture of a trophy. It's fine. We'll see how it goes. What did I just get? I just got 2 items. One of them is for you. you. And the other one was one of these. Don't give up. When you are under 50 HP, your critical hit rate increases by 10%. That might be something to consider for... not really. I was going to say that might pair well with the underdog headband that Brink has. But that's more to do with hype rather than not having hit points. Also, it's not... Are you going to crash on me, game? Good! Oh, that's great. Look at it. Look at that frame rate. Are you rendering every single one of these tiles individually, game? That's not very well done at all. But who am I to say? Right. So where I need to go is through here. There we go. Oh, look, it's a classic WWF logo. You love to see it. But I'm also I'm gonna go over here. Is it gonna be the same lore as before? I think all the Macho Man statues have the same lore. But let's no of his... Yeah, okay. Macho Man Dolph. Oh! That's amazing. Not an original joke from this game, though, but it's still an amazing joke.
Oh, yeah! What? Don't be fooled, you macho maniac! I'm not him, I'm just cosplaying as the Great One.
Macho Man was not the Great One. Oh, it's your boy! I'm so glad he's in here. Hello. Talent with the charisma that captivated nations, the innovation, the voice of a generation, accept no imitations. His statue is inspiring. Excuse me, I gotta write these bars down. Go listen to Mega Ran. He's great. To my knowledge, nothing bad happened. I know there have been a couple of people who showed up in this game as cameos, and you're like, it's a little unfortunate that they are there, but, you know, Mega Ran, that I know, is not one of said. Pinfall Keep. That's an alright name. I get it. I like it. I'm a fan. The Forgotten Tower. That feels real side questy, doesn't it? What's in the Forgotten Tower? This game is 60 hours long. I should be fine. And then I get distracted and start wandering off and side questing. That's why it's taking so long. We get up top and there's a cat and Manana, the wizard. These guys want to fight me. Do I want to do that? Not right now. This definitely feels like I shouldn't be here. With this sinister music. Oh, I've just had a thought. I'm amazed it's taken me this long to get to this thought. You know how video games, particularly RPGs, have optional super bosses? Is Macho Man Randy Savage going to be an optional super boss in this game? Because I know we've had optional bosses, like we fought the Road Warriors and we fought Jake. Are we gonna have to find Macho Man? and actually do the thing. I don't know. Hexwood! That's good. That is a good name. Naming stuff in world building is always really, really hard for me. And I'm... What? Is that not the right way? Naming stuff in RPGs is always really, really hard for me. So finding stuff that is a good name, I appreciate that. Yes, I do. Oh yeah, that's not where I'm going. I'm going to the castle. Literally the place that I just said. Into the PAW Fortress. Welcome to Calgaria Castle, even. I don't know where that extra A came from. There is an inordinate amount of fan art of this character. I'm just saying. I'm not going to say why. But she's the one. That's great. A Lego car full of glow-in-the-dark Lego skulls? That's great. The Suplex Spire against the North Wall is the coolest wrestling arena I've ever seen. It's the perfect place to practice my chivalry chokeslam. That doesn't help me. Like at all. Because, like, there's the castle, and we're just gonna go into the castle. I want stuff. I want to go buy stuff. It's a new city in an RPG. That means there's stuff. Friends, wrestlers, gentle toys, welcome to Calgaria Castle. The arena, Suplex Spire, is in the northern part of town. That's where we'll play the sweet promo video that Vacation Ken put together. It's gonna wow the tunics right off these knaves. And, if we're lucky, there might even be some bodice ripping. We'll meet you at the Suplex Spire. Ken and I better go and set things up. Was I expecting this game to cut over and now we have to deal with Brink for a little bit? Maybe. Speak troth. I do. Where? And on, only on. Make haste, my hooves wish to join the melee. Prithee in an uns, gentle folk. Is that what we're doing? Drat, nothing but bones in these plague carts. Oh well. I've been to a Renaissance festival, and it was a great time. The only thing I didn't much like... Why can I interact with you? Can I break this? No. The only thing I didn't like was everybody being super British, but like with the wrong accent. And everyone thought that I was doing an accent, like the wrong accent, but it was this one. And what tends to happen when I go to America is my accent reinforces itself a little bit. So it becomes a lot more British, and I pronounce my letters a lot more properly. And people thought I was just doing that for a bit. I'm like, no, I'm actually English. I'm actually from this bit of England. Indeed, and I'm from Peckfortonshire. I spoke with the king this very morn. Okay. Ready to do some dealing for some healing. I just got some fresh lung water. Not even trying to show the Americans how to pronounce. It's... Rickstress, you have probably noticed, I pick up words and phrases incredibly quickly from my friends. I just do. And this also goes for accents, if I allow it to happen. My sister... my sister spent... Hey, Groot. Yeah, my sister spent a long weekend in America and came back with a Valley Girl accent. And she didn't like that one bit. Meanwhile, I go the other way. Like, yes, don't mind me. I'm from England and I'm going to keep this voice. Don't mind me. People thought it was a bit. It's not a bit. That's my voice. Keep... Sword hallway! Hell yeah! Oh, I want that. Keep going south and find the shop, she said. Let's go south and find myself a shop. And then I'm going to follow that quest marker. It's just that, you know, the Renaissance Festival, people are very much like, oh, I'm so British. We need Toy Box Jimmy for this. Am I going to steal a horse? Where's my team? Team. Right. Vanetta. Nope. Because he goes the other way. You.
Nice wheels.
Hey, leave me at it, boss. I'm gonna take the hooves right off of this horse. Gonna ford the river and die of dysentery. Late mail. Okay. Alright, where is it? Look at that. Medieval defense at its finest. Just don't stand in the rain too long. Armor rating, 55. Charisma and power goes right down. Armor and durability goes up. Well, what if I give that to you then? Yeah, there you go. That's just a straight improvement. What baffling choices for interactables. Why would you do that? It doesn't do anything.
I could pop that lock.
Crazed fan. Oh, is that going to be somebody jumping the railing? That would be unfortunate. And, somewhat current. Up past the shop is the hospital. Oh, there you go. It's the one labeled shop. That's the shop. Yeah, there was this whole thing in New Japan. Welcome to the Fighting Charts. What? Why would that do better? I'm just gonna throw a bunch of stuff on a bunch of people because I need the extra recipe victory cologne. There you go. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of stuff on a bunch of people because I appreciate having additional. I was gonna buy another one, but I'm not gonna equip it. I just appreciate numbers going up. Do I need the numbers to go up for everyone? No. Especially not with how pricey some of this stuff is. Look at that. I'm I'm glad I have Jimmy with me to just steal some of it. Can I craft any of that? No. Victory Cologne. Clay arrows, banana peels, inedible candy, brigand bolts, power slam, grimoire. Meh. I see some plastic coins. Where do I get those from? I've had some of those. Yeah, because I use it to make the mega pole. That's probably going to be something to look at if I wanted to do some off-screen grinding. Go get some parts, come back with some parts. No, I need some of that, don't I? Yeah, these are all, like, things that I need. See, I don't know, because I want to sell all this stuff that I don't have any use for, but you know the game's going to turn around and go, and you need this piece of equipment that you've been carting around and you thought you didn't need, but actually you do. Ah, fine, whatever. Fine. I don't need it. I don't need it. Let's continue on with plot. We'll do it. I gotta watch my back around here before some king takes a bite out of me at a joust or something. You sure do, chicken man.
I could pop that lock.
I don't think this one's gonna have much good in it. If it's just letting me do that with such a massive steel bar. Night moves. That's fine.
Nice wheels.
I'm starting to think I don't need to save before I do some of this. Oh, that looks super cool. Can I use that? I want to use that. Keep going north and you'll smack into the top rope towers. The suplex. Into the top rope of towers, the suplex spire. You don't want to go into the second rope is the dangerous one. We all know this to be true. I'm going to see if that elf helmet is any good. Hell yes it is. Right, didn't I get a second knight arm? I did. That's just better. Cool. My crit chance is still, whatever the hell. And that's what you want for it to be. Right, onwards! Battling the elf. I've been battling El Super Hombre for years to gain control of the SRG Championship belt. Just wait till I bust out the constriction on him. Silence, you evil wretch! For the last time, I'm not an undead. Ha! The skeleton tells skele lies. Telling the truth. Hey, listen up! Hey, listen up, milk machines! Or you'll see what a dose of spice does to your cream! Lads, our work is done. Here you go again, sticking your shades where they don't belong. Okay? They were beating on this poor man! 3 against 1! People are better off if they just handle things themselves, okay? I beg to differ. This NPC is called Not an Undead. I absolutely trust him. What kind of monster cow sharpens its hooves? I can't believe no one recognized me. How long have I been in retirement? Have no fear, my skeletal friend. The Spice himself has sent those bovines back to the barnyard. The what? Oh, are you Muchacho Man? Oh, see. I won't forget this, Muchacho Man. That's that one guy who we need to fight, whose name I forget. See that, Barbie? Another member of the Spice Brotherhood. I strike my sevens like this, alright? And everybody at work looks at me like I'm weird. And they ask, why do you put a line through your sevens? And your zeros? Like, well, have you ever had difficulty reading the numbers that I write down? No? Well, there you go. That's why I do. Yeah, sure. It's all fancy and European and weird looking. But you know what? You can read my numbers. Not a very good teacher if you won't help people, Barbe. That is true. Her whole thing is helping people. Like, that's why she's talking to Muchacho Man. Don't be doing none of this nonsense. It's not good for you. No names on the parapet wall. Friend, you look lost. Can you believe someone asked me if I was powered by black magic? The nerve. I'd like to take that punk inside the suplex spire and slam some sense into them. So you see, if you crank the arm back too far, they can't spin out, and they'll kill you. That might be a bit extreme. This isn't BAW, man. No, dash talent to that muscle-bound juice box, Big Daddy Squeeze. They were talking about hurting you, Brink. They said they had to take matters into that's them now, they're coming! They said they had to take matters into their own villainous hands for the good of the company. This is serious, Brink. I don't trust those guys. They might not have the opportunity to try anything. I'm traveling with Mr. Font to Calgaria. And I'm coming too. I as well, amigo. But Luchador, your family. They will understand, Brink. Leaving them to chase glory in the ring is one thing, but leaving them to uphold my honor and defend my compadre is quite another. And I have done both on this trip, so you know what? In for a penny, as they say. Alright then, let's get moving. There's a boat waiting for us down at the docks. Awaiting us down at the docks, fair sir. I'm getting into character for my medieval thing. Don't mind me. It's bugging me that it says 0% treasure found in Chokeslime City. I've been all over this map. I didn't see any treasure. Who are you? Who are you, Jimmy Suit? Ah, you're a dude. I don't know who you are. Jaded Mew is lurking. Thank you most very much for your lurk. I appreciate you hanging out and taking time for yourself. I don't know if it is the engine that this is made in, or if the devs just didn't think about it. Crash? or if the devs just didn't think about it. But I like how you can see time passing in real time on the dashboard, because that keeps happening. I feel like if you're going to do this whole thing where you flick back and forth between 2 or 3 separate casts of characters, you should probably heal them between scenes.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? Particularly if time passes. I also feel like this is the kind of thing where we could just cut this gameplay section out. We need to go and find the boat so we can go to Calgaria. Fade to black, and then they got the boat to Calgaria, right? You don't need to spell it out for us. This is something that bad books do to pad their read time. Rather, they could just say, just summarize it, like I just did. And then they went to get the boat. And it was a fine trip, and the game only crashed twice. And nothing bad happened on the way. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Man, every time, every single time, the game stutters on the world map, I panic a little bit. It's going to go wrong. It's going to break. Where's it going to break? Oh, there it is, you know? Don't do that. Like, it's not fun doing that every time I get to the end of a map either. I would just like to be able to play, thank you very much, but here we are. I wonder what it thinks is happening. Like, why is it doing that? Right, so where's the dock? We go through here. There's nothing there. That's not the dock. This is why I'm looking around the world map. Because... oh, that's right. Because it doesn't show you your next destination, it shows you your final destination. So the actual docks are down here somewhere. I could probably take the warp junction as well. But let's not. I'm having fun with the game. I am having fun with the game. That's why I'm still here. There's just little gripes. Little itty-bitty gripes. Could you not? Could you not do any single one of these things, game, please? Collector's Edition Fennel Kirkwood's Battle Set. Oh, that is going to be the other side of the map that Buchacha-Man was on. Careful, amigos. There's probably all sorts of wild beasts in these woods. Foul beasts, waiting to eat our plastic flesh. You'd have better luck with pizza. Stag? You were wrong about the beast, Lochidor. Hi. Brink. What are you doing here? I called him Brink. I thought... well, if someone is after you, who better to watch your back than Stag? Plus, the irony of a hitman coming after you was too good, right? Right? Thanks for coming, Stag. How could I not? Hired goons? Jell's rivals? See, I knew you'd get into trouble without me, cuz. That is the best episode of The Simpsons. There are so many good bits, so many quotable bits. The number of times my friends and I have been able to go, hired goons, and it's still funny. Sensational. Right. And because Muchacho Man broke all of the traps, I don't have to worry about traps so much. Amazing. I also don't get to find any stuff in the treasure chests, but there you go. Should have saved. That's what I get for not saving. Oh, but hey! But hey! Is this the bit where all of our characters meet up and become one single party, and then we, like, the last bit's just gonna be going fighting the final boss? It could be. Let's go! Hi? You must be Brink Logan, PAW's up-and-coming star, yes? That's right, and you're Muchacho Man. See, the Spice himself. Nutjob has been causing so much trouble for Mr. Font. Nutjob, Mr. Font? I'm the greatest, I'm the spiciest. We'll see. The cream always rises to the top, muchacho. I'm not here to order coffee, buddy. I'm just here to win, put PAW on top where it belongs. So that's Brink Logan. Kinda cute. That's enough out of you, Valet. I'm just kidding. Come on. You're the toy of the hour. The video's set up. The crowd is already pumped. Come see me when you're ready. Let's... Okay, I can't change my team. It's gonna be the Spice Brotherhood. That's what you want. Muchacho Man, you ready for the promo? Oh, see, Valet, let's show the world some spice. Actually, hang on. Is there gonna be anything in this room that is stuff that I can steal while I have a drink, so that I can be ready to do more of the Macho Man voice? Telling you, opening with that Warrior promo was not the smartest. Nothing. Nothing for me to steal. What a letdown. Merch? Officially licensed merch. It's all legal till the contracts get reviewed. This is the box office. I don't think a wrestler like you needs a ticket, do they? No. I'm here to wrestle. I'm just scouting for, like, junk. Oh, fine. You know, these quests could also do with being a little clearer in terms of when they start and stop, or just not being there at all. Calgarians! I look around this tower and see some of the most loyal and stalwart wrestling supporters the Toy Room has ever seen. But how has PAW repaid your faithfulness? With the same old bland bouts and the same old tired champions. That's no way to run a wrestling organization. It's no way to reward loyalty. I say nay to dull events. I say nay to flavorless fighters. But I say aye to spice. You could come out and be like, I got several kinds of spice, and that makes me the richest man in the land. Take me on that Silk Road, yeah. Right. Sorry, that was an awful sound, sorry. Alright, what do we got? Cell phone screen. Screen shake. Smoke. Snow. Oh, hell yeah. We're gonna have some swords. And, Crazy fan. There we go. Alright, let's get this kick-ass intro going. You love it.
I'm gonna set these guys on fire. You don't need none of these swords.
What is happening? Jaded Mew said it last stream. So, like, what's going on? I don't know, what's going on with these intros?
Oh, see.
Step back before the Brotherhood cuts loose on you. Calgarians, prepare yourself for the newest Knights of the Squared Circle.
Who is this wrestler with you, Elephant?
The expert of execution and PAW's next champion. Just you watch.
Where's your other fighter, Elephant? I'm ready to snap into a Grim Gym.
That's why he's called that. That won't be possible, I'm afraid. And why is that, brother? Because Grim Jim is dead. What? Dude.
Key?
What? It's true. I went to his tower to see if he would come and defend his claim to Calgaria Belt, but when I arrived, all I found was his corpse burned to ash and cinders. Wait, Grim Jim is dead. Does that mean you forfeit? I'm afraid that, given the circumstances, we and PAW have no choice but to. Are they gonna do the bit? Is he going to ascend to the rafters? No choice but to wait for my return, Elephant. Grim Jim, but how? You're dead. Calgarians know the truth. No demons came for my soul. I was not summoned back to hell. I was murdered. Or at least they tried to murder me. But I saw your corpse. You saw this. Someone locked me in my coffin and set it ablaze, thinking it was enough to kill me. But you can't kill evil. But what do you want? You can't wrestle without a body. The Calgaria champion belt is still mine, Elephant. Anyone that wants it must deal with me first. Me and the Dark Flock. Oh, is it gonna be like Bad Boy, but evil? I'll still be called Bad Boy, but say it in an evil voice, like Bad Boy. Like that. Maybe I don't need to turn on the ultra-powered cheats. Maybe I just use Muchacho Man. Look at him! That's ridiculous! Alright, that's a little better. Please. I mean, absolutely do take down guys in a single strike. It will make this go a lot faster. But also, wow.
Take your protein and talk to your maker.
I know I haven't mentioned it for a while. I do love the penguin slide that the ref does on his way out the ring. He just... away he goes. Right? Oh, it's amazing. This is madness, Grim Jim. No. This is vengeance. And now Mombo Jumbo is going to be on our side, because we helped him in the wild. I have cursed this ring. None may wrestle here. I will lift the curse if I can identify Grim Jim's murderer. I need the spiritual clues from the scene of the crime. How is Grim Jim here if he is dead? How did he appear on that screen? Grim Jim's thirst for vengeance sustains him, even while his body lies in ash. His spirit lives on, contained. For now. I will find the identity of Grim Jim's killer. At SummerSlam. Until then, be gone! So let's just pause this pay-per-view while we go do a bit of exploration. Oh, and now we have to go to the Haunted Tower and find clues, right? That's what that's gonna be. Can I? No. I guess we're still in the middle of a wrestling match, which is why we only have the tag team. But, sure. And as all good campaigns do, we're gonna go to the tavern. That's where we're gonna begin. Hey, it's the Mercenary Extraordinaire. What are you doing here? Here for the wrestling match, actually. Are you related to that guy up there? Sure am. Brink's my brother. Figures. Last time he helped us cross a river. This time we're on opposite sides of one. Is that some kind of military riddle? Nah, just waxing poetic about my bad luck. I thought mercenaries made their own luck. Yeah. Hey, speaking of the mercenary thing, I was wrong. Toy can change. We all can. Yeah, my brother. Well, I should say I know what you mean. Oh no, the wind's picking up. My house is gonna get blown away again. These Gale Force outside. That should be a wrestler name. Gale Force. There you go. Book it. Quite the start to the FWC. Valet, don't be so callous. There's been a murder. Grim Jim isn't dead, you dolt. I know. I saw him on the screen. Somehow his spirit persists. That's not what I mean. Clearly this is all fake. It's a good move. Grim Jim just managed to steal all the thunder from Muchacho Man's promo. Also, everyone is focused on Grim Jim's death and this dark flock he mentioned? What is this dark flock anyways? Been a wrestling fan since I was choke slamming a rattle in the crib. I don't remember any dark fuck in relation to Grim Jim. I mean, it does sound like his fan club. Sounds like a groovy name for a fan club, right? Are you all dense? Are your brains made out of plastic like your muscles? This is all some... I bear a message from the beyond. To discover the identity of Grim Jim's assassin, you must journey to his tower and gather spiritual evidence of his demise. If you wish to wrestle, journey to my master's tower, find the clues, then return to the suplex spire. Do not fail. Sounds like a trap. You'd know all about deception, wouldn't you? It doesn't matter. Trap or no, we're going in. Are you kidding? How about we just don't? Muchacho man, this has nothing to do with stopping the elephant. Doesn't it? You want to stop him? We need the FWC, and for that to gain traction, we need to wrestle. Like it or not, we're playing Grim Jim's game now. Los Malos Tragos! Hey, what? What? Alright. Zachary, just mute for like 20 seconds, yeah? Los Malos Tragos Heike, Parcelos Pronto, amigos. I say we venture to Grim Jim's tower tonight. Find those clues and then light up that supernatural show off in the ring. Oh, see! That was fine. I think I did an okay job of that. Very similar to how it goes in Japanese sometimes. Like, I can read it fine, but hey, what do these words mean? I don't know. I can get some context clues, but that's about it. What do you want? This place has some good shopping, but I really miss the mall. Is that a reference to Silent Hill 3? Princess Heather missing the mall? I feel like it just might be. I like familiarity. It is comforting. Okay? You shush. Oh, and now we have our team back. Who do I want in my team? I know what we're gonna do with my team. No. We're gonna cancel out of it, apparently. No, what we're gonna do with my team, right? We're gonna put Jimmy in the team. So we can have Muchacho Man as the absolute powerhouse. Barbe can do healing and AoE attacks. And Jimmy can steal some stuff. Because I figure I'm missing a bunch of stuff to do all of this crafting, right? So where do I find it? It's either going to be random drops or it's going to be things that we can steal. So let's just steal. Hello, how did I miss this before? I don't know. Yep, that's a pretty grim tower, okay? That's what that is. Okay, remember, the Dark Flock Druid said that an evil force has taken residence here since Grim Jim left. We should be on our guard. How do we get across? Looks like we're splitting up the crew, amigo. Can't let anyone storm the tower for me, so I'll be going left. Who will stay here? Honestly, that sounds good to me. And then Valet can go there. I don't like the look of this two-party thing that we got going on down here. I didn't push that button, game. Oh, the game did it for me. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's to stop me from wandering off into the world map, isn't it? You bet. Oh, it totally is. Because I'll bet you playtesters did that. They split the party, and they just had, like, Muchacho Man leave. Or they took Bruder and the team to the world map, and what happened? I don't know, a bunch of wacky bollocks. Remember, that acolyte said something dangerous was lurking in the shadows here. Dangerous and hungry. What if I don't? I wanted to go back outside and see what's over there. Because I feel like there's going to be stuff in the world map, right? Yeah, that's you. You're nothing. That's just that. Okay, so in this case we raid all around the tower, and Bruta will go over the top in this area and find the Moon Knight token. Moon Knight, really? Well, I know for sure that Muchacho Man needs to go through the tower, so let's do that until we find something that requires a puzzle element. Then we'll do the puzzle element, and then maybe Bruta has the solution to that puzzle element, and everything will be fine. That's my plan. And then we see where we go within the next half hour, and then we finish it up shortly. Steal some stuff. Oh well! Steal didn't work, so now this is happening.
Domination is the only way to win a classroom.
I don't know what I'm necessarily expecting, because it's certainly not working that I'm really getting much of anything, but, you know, hopefully we'll be able to get something out of this, Jimmy. I brought you along for a reason. surely, this time... Jimmy, you're the worst. What are you doing here? I want stuff. Give me stuff.
Today's announcement? Hey, you skipped leg day.
Well, now I can't do anything because he's demotivated. That's what the quote says, and that's where it comes from. It's true. It's true, it's true. I got a wizard hat! Screw you, elf helmet. I'm gonna put on my wizard hat. Big, pointy. It's gonna talk about being a technical wizard. Magician in the ring is what it's going to say. Let's go. Where's my wizard hat? Wizard hat. Wizard hat for your magic head. Armor rating 15 increases talent by 15. So I'm going to take slightly more damage if I do that. But I will have a much higher damage, not damage, talent stat. And talent is where we get damage for our summons. So let's get shot with a crossbow. So let's do that, so we can have our summons do a lot more damage. This looks super sinister. Pardon me, just one moment. I don't want to touch that, but I'm going to. But I shouldn't have. So, is this going to be such an instance as where we shuffle our Moon Knight friend over here onto that, and then something unlocks in the tower. I can't tell if this is supposed to be Stranger Things. Like, because it's got that kind of soft pads and that kind of nyom 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 sound going on. So, it could very well be. Yeah, that bit right there, that's some Stranger Things. Especially with this red glow on the screen. I don't know, man. I think that's what that is supposed to be. Right, table spot token. New slam shake. That's gonna be where we use the table spot. As God is my witness, he's broken in half, and so on and so on and so on. And this will let us go through the teleporter maze. Let's see how that goes first, shall we? Yeah, see? Thanks, game. Ooh. That's not quite where I expected to be. I was expecting to be wandering around the outside in the little graveyard area. Ahaha. However, additional Moon Knight statue. Goes on there. Still not what I wanted to unlock. Well, that's fine too. This has taken a bizarre turn. Like, I was expecting the whole game would be like, you gotta pay your dues, you gotta go through Scrub Lord Wrestling School, you gotta, hey! You gotta do a cup of coffee in the big time, and only then do you get to be the guy. But we're over here solving another murder in another spooky graveyard? We've already done this. Yeah, exactly, Rextras. We're in the bizarre hell dimension. Does it obviously cut off over there to the left? No. Stop looking at that. So that didn't clear any of that. Oh, but there is an area over there. So can I go over there? Yes, I can. Alright. So, we go over here. Oh, especially because we got a table spot. I feel like that bone headpiece should be like heels only. Heroes don't come out wearing the skull headpiece. Yes, I mean you, Triple H. You don't get to do that. You are obviously the villain. Alright, come on. Come on. Move. 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 See, what you're supposed to do is push it down there to the left, because that's just a straight line. And then that way, all you have to deal with is like one crossbow. Whereas over here, you got to deal with these finicky controls of moving this statue around in a free roaming 3D environment. When it doesn't belong in one. There we go, there we go! Now I can go that way and grabs. This reminds me very much of a weird project I did when I was in high school, where Silent Hill came out, and I played it, and it was great. And I loved Silent Hill. Who knew? It set me up for life, is what it did. And, there we go. And so I made a soundtrack to a game that was like Silent Hill, and like if I had made that game and released it, I would have gotten sued because it was basically just Silent Hill. And this sounds very much like one of the pieces of music that was on that soundtrack. And I remember what it was called. Actually, I do. It was, well, I vaguely remember. It's called something along the lines of Tombstones, Coffins, and Tranquilizers. Because that would have been an element of the game, I guess. I hadn't really planned much of it out. Just that was... I was real edgy and cringy, Andy. Yeah, it was. That was me as a teenager. I was in a high school band. We had a song called "My Girl's Got a Dick." It was it was pretty good, but also, man, the edge. It was fine. The last lyric of the song was, "And I can't believe I missed her." So there you go. Punchline.
Leg day. Today's announcement? Hey.
We had there was that one. There was one called "Blame Someone Else." There was my local independent record store. That one of the guys in the band is still performing. He's got his own little indie band, and that's one of the songs they perform.
Say goodnight.
I wonder if it is because Jimmy is suddenly not very fast compared to these characters. Because that's failing, not there is nothing to steal. Because it says empty pockets if there's nothing to steal. So,
Domination is the only way to run a class.
I don't know. And you know what I did with this soundtrack? I'll tell you what I did with this soundtrack. First of all, I made some tracks off of it. I did some really weird recording tricks. Which we go into that in a bit. But also, what I did was I took one of those free internet sampler CDs, you know, that you used to get from AOL, and I mounted it on like backwards so you could see the CD, and I designed a cover and album art, and I awarded myself like some sort of album, and like that was the master copy of this album. Really early on in my YouTube career, I made a joke. It was in the Fruit Machine video, where I said, "Thank goodness I stopped being such a nerd." And the joke being, I never stopped being such a... I've always been like this, okay?
Domination is the only way to run a class.
It's all coming out. You all knew, all along. Ricksters, you've known me the least of time out of everyone else in this room. But I think you already knew most of this. That... Oh, that Andy.
What's up, yo?
Miss you.
And yet I enjoy you this way, says Ricksters. Well, I appreciate that, because this is how I am. And I don't know. I like it. Like, honestly, it's one of those things that bothered me a lot in high school and college, and it's... Oh, that's what I got. Okay. Okay. It's one of those things, like a piece of information I would happily give to past me is just stop caring. Like, yes, people are going to pick on you for, I don't know, being girly or liking that thing you like. I don't care. And not caring is like, sure, that's a lot better for me in the long run than worrying about every little thing that everybody says, you know? And that's something that I'm trying to get across to Tiny Child, which is fine, because she's not come across anything that's like, oh, you like that? She's not done that yet. She hasn't encountered it, but, you know, she's going to. And one of the things that I want to get across is, well, yeah, you like... Oh, you like that? Yeah, you do. What's wrong with liking that? It's a fun and cool thing to like. Alright, Jimmy. steal something good. You have one job in this team, dude, and you are failing to perform.
Today's announcement? Hey.
Tiny children are more monsters about physical appearance. Do you know what? True. I forget which school it was. One of the times we moved. The kids in the school picked on my sisters and I because our parents were not divorced. Like, that's the thing that it is like in this community. No one's parents live together, so because our parents live together, that's different, and it's stupid, and it's weird. And, oh, okay, cool.
Today's announcement? Hey.
Kids are weird, right? I don't get it. I mean, Tiny Child went through a period where she was, she had a little Spider-Man figure, and she carried Spider-Man everywhere. And she's like, Spider-Man wants to see what's going on outside today. What are we doing? Can Spider-Man come? Spider-Man said he wants to come. And so we'd play along with it. You know, not play along with it, but you know what I mean. Are you bringing Spider-Man? Does he want to come? And then at one point, she just looks over and goes, he's not real. Like, I know that. You were acting like he was, kid. Don't look at me.
Today's announcement? Hey.
I'll read that in a second. I just need to do quick time events. Yeah. My granny made all the parents come in so she could lecture them because I was being teased for being tall and having glasses in preschool. Was it as a corrective measure against that one thing? I'm sure it has an actual medical name, but like lazy eye. Because I remember this, there was one of the girls that I was at school with, had in primary school, she had that, where you put you have to put a plaster over your good eye. Yeah, she had a plaster over her good eye for half the day, and then at lunchtime she would take it off, and that would help to, like, pull the eye that was wandering off back in line. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you had surgery as well. Ooh. I do not envy you, as friend. Oh, that's not the button I wanted. Alright, screw it. Let's do a tag team move. I meant to do that. That was pretty cool. That's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to hit him. But there you go. That bird is amazing. Thank you so much, Frankie. You're the best. So yeah, a friend of mine.
Say goodnight.
Alright, genuinely, content warning about, like, eye stuff. Maybe mute for the next 4 or 5 seconds, yeah? So a friend of mine accidentally cut his eye open this one time.
You skipped leg day.
And we're back in the room. And he had to have surgery to get this repaired. And the stories he told of how this happened and how did I get that first quick time event I shouldn't have done. Get out of here. But yeah, no, he was like talked about having to have like gauze in his head or something like that, and just, hey, guess what I'm never gonna do? That! Oh, my trauma comes from, like, viral injuries, thank you very much. Rick's just, that sounds quite painful, but I get it. Like, if you've had surgery, yeah, that leaves a scar. Most of my scars are on my shoulder. I had meningitis when I was a wee small bab, and at one point my mum picked me up and just, like, my shoulder just came away in her hand. So that's scarred up pretty rough, you know. And it was something that for the longest time I was really, really self-conscious about. Like, I hated it because I don't need to have a scar on my shoulder. What the hell? I didn't need to do that at all. Why'd that happen? But then, partially I just kind of got over it. But also the ways I think about it is like, sure, like, that's my mum. She is now with me always. What am I gonna do? No, hey! What am I gonna do? Unscar my shoulder? That's not how any part of that works. She's just always there now. And that's kind of nice, I suppose. Because, like, real talk, that's what you want from yourself and your kids, if you have them, whether they are your own or somebody else's, is you want for them to be a part of you, or for you to be a part of them, where, like, when I catch Tiny Child doing stuff that I do, love it. The fact that she likes stuff that I like, love it. Hooflets. Dang it, crossbows. Could you not? Or like when... the fact that she likes cooking, because I like cooking. That means a lot to me. And like, I've done that. Maybe she's just gonna carry that with her forever. Maybe she won't, but maybe she will. I don't know. I did that. I don't know. It's something that I think about frequently, and it means a lot. Oh, look, Andy's getting all sentimental on stream. Is he gonna cry now? No. What do you think this is? The end of Disc 1 of Final Fantasy VII? That's the next scheduled crying time, thank you very much. It's coming. Just not now. Feast token. Yeah, unless something gets dropped on a foot or I step on a Lego, I might cry at that instance, because, man, stepping on a Lego real hurts. I don't want to. I thought that was a door. I saw that door. You saw it. You saw it too. Why does that one turn purple when it is activated? What's up with that? I don't know. Oh, that's gotta require heal karma. Surely. You can't just dress up like an executioner. Oh yeah, executioner, there you go. Requires negative karma to wear, you villain! At least the game thought of that. Also, Rixtress, I see you trying that. Don't be trying that. You're not Empirical Woodland. You can't just throw that, and I trust you, and am betrayed.
Say goodnight.
I was so upset. I'm wondering if this is actually working. It just says failed, because I seem to be getting a lot of stuff at the end of these fights. Alright, screw it. Pin! Pim! I appreciate it, Rixtress. We will let him know that, that you've been trying to demoralize me and make me cry, as is the way. It's Breath of Fire all over again. Steel never works. What was it, like, one thing I stole in that game? And it was like a potion. It wasn't even worth it. Fine, don't worry. Yeah, heal up. Why not? Get that. Get that back. Isn't there... Oh yeah, blank slate. There you go. The luck stat in Dawn of Sorrow is broken. You need it to get souls, but it doesn't function at all. There's something very similar, since we're talking about it. Final Fantasy VII has that. I want to say it's the magic attack stat. It doesn't actually function. It's not calculated in anything. Like, whatever materia is supposed to do with magic, it doesn't. Whatever magic is supposed to do as a function in that game, it doesn't. It just cast the spells, you know? Weird.
Today's announcement? Hey.
Maybe I'm thinking of Mag Def. Probably Mag Def. I'm gonna have to look this up before I stream it. But that's a ways away. I don't think we're gonna do another RPG for a couple games after this one, because this kept going. Jimmy, useless. Useless, mate. Be better. Wrapping everything up in a nice little bow, because we were talking about this at the start of the day. Right, Toy Box Jimmy. We were talking about this at the start of the day. In Earthbound, there is a stat that doesn't do anything. There's a couple of instances where you find just something out and about in the world, and it says like, oh, you will remember this moment, and a stat increases in the background. But like, that stat isn't actually referenced by anything. It's not called by any routine or anything. It's just the number of points that you find goes up. Well, no, that's the thing, Lady Luna Phoenix. There is an in-game variable that goes up every time you find one of these special memories. But it doesn't do anything. I might be thinking of Mother 3. It's one of the ones in that series where it's Earthbound or Mother 3, but well, no, the Fuzzy Pickles guy, that's actually a thing. That shows up in the ending. Which is why I'm now thinking that it's a dark light shines in the courtyard. If I give you another one, are you going to explode? Am I going to regret this? He must pave his gluttony, burst the beast, find a feast token to feed him. Yeah, that guy's gonna explode at some point. But yeah, this is why I think it might be Mother 3. There are certain instances where, like, oh, you look at a nice sunset, and your special memories variable goes up by 1. But the game doesn't do anything with it. Hey! Maybe the original intention is to increase the chance of Fuzzy Pickles guy telling the truth. Something that they changed their minds, keep the idea, didn't take the side away. Rixtress is done with working. Amazing! I love that you are done with work. What are your plans for the rest of the day? You gonna go beat up some bots on Overwatch? 'Cause you should. I'm going to get to a stopping point where I'm not standing in the middle of a murderous miasma and go raid someone. And I know just the person. Staring at the ceiling in exhaustion, then Overwatch. Good shout. Wait, no, that's not going to work because most of what you have is magical, isn't it? So let's do a bit of that, because that will hit. Man, you think Muchacho Man would take several turns to beat down this grunt brooder? Because he wouldn't. Also, I like that he flexed away that magic. That was pretty cool. Oof. Alright. Let's see if we can maybe get some of this health back. I don't think I'm going to be getting this damage back But hopefully I'm not going to suffer from an EXP penalty for much longer. Or for the rest of the fight, I should say. Cat is demanding into my room, so need to leave. Have fun, Lady Luna Phoenix. Please tell Cat they are a good cat. For all cats are good cats. I'm starting to think that Muchacho Man is like super OP. Look at how hard it is to get anything done in this. Okay. Alright, Doomsday device this friggin' dragon. Kill him. Hawk and Animal will absolutely destroy a dragon. They probably did. Probably say that they would. Oh, what the hell? I am plastic, I am licensed? I don't get that reference. That's fine. Alright, demotivated 2 more turns. Do I have... I don't have a motivational speech! Can I do another one? Can we bring someone else out? No, I can't. Let's then... We'll do that next turn. Bring out Jake. No one's gonna question Jake. I mean, I do have the fireworks ability with Veneta, so I can drag hype up a little bit that way. But, oh, and Jake's teleporting around the ring. Don't mind me. This is awful. These dragons are the worst. Right, Nuke is back to life. So. Heal Veneta. It won't do a great deal, but it will be something, and it'll get some hype back. And... Fireworks! Get even more hype back. Turn off whatever that last thing was. And heal because you transform. Good. Good. And then you do that. Oh my god, that was so bad. But at least everybody got a level. So everybody got their health back. That's fine. Spec Ops Rejuvenation. That's what we want as well. That sounds like that's going to be... Get some health back, maybe. I'm down for getting some health back. Oh, what? What? I'm sorry, will we just put at the start of this Alright, so what do we got? Volley. All units 2% chance to cancel all damage reflected back at their attacker. 2% is fine. Set. Okay, so what we'll do... I think I've just been kicked back to the start of this area. So... What I think I will do... is, maybe I'll see about getting through this area... And then that's where we'll start tomorrow. Because this is awful. Like, I shouldn't have gone back to the start there. You put that encounter in my way, game. Oh, don't you be penalizing me for that. You know what? We're gonna do this fight, and that'll be it. Didn't want to heal most of those people, but there you go. Now everyone's feeling a lot better. Alright, let's go, you goon. Let's... Thank you, Sparkman. Let's go beat this guy, and then we go finish stream. Of course there's a dagger on over here. Why wouldn't there be? Useless. I know what we'll do. I know just what we're going to do. We're going to have the Bruta, the main man, summon Andre. Hurt everyone. Please. And then I'm going to go... I think I know who I'm going to raid as well. Nice! I know who I'm going to go and raid, if they are still going. And let's take a look. Are they? They sure are. We just gotta do this first. Right! Yeah, I know that's not ideal. I would have hoped that would have gotten rid of the Spriggan. Guess what? Didn't. So what you are gonna do is that to him. See, there you go. That's gonna get rid of the Spriggan. And on we will go. Oh yeah, I knew I'd done that one before because it comes up with that weirdly 3D thing in like a pixel game. That's not what we're here for. Right, you can do fireworks. You can be the cheerleader for the short while. Get the hype up. Get your health up. Again, so as we don't suffer from the EXP drain. It's bad enough that we're losing the losing damage like from just the hype drain. Right, let's do. Take aim as Verda wheels into big guns before you damages all enemies.
Let's focus on our fire.
Vehicle-mounted weapon. Let's go. Is this that one I got from the... No, it's not. I was going to say, is that the one I got from the battle zone? No, that's literally what you think it is. He's just going to mount a gun on top of the truck. Cool. I feel like that should have some kind of diminishing returns, you know? You can't just keep doing pyro mid-match. It will not work out well for you. This bit should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Right. Everyone who counts got a level. Everyone who counts got some cool stuff back in their arsenal. There you go. Hot times. Are you going to put me back at the start of this little labyrinth? Game, how dare you? Right, I'm going to get to the other side of that. And we'll come back on the other side of that tomorrow because... Wow. Wow. That's really bad. Right. We are going to go and raid Albrotnar because he's doing art. And he's drawing pictures for people who are in the chat. And so we're going to go say hello and be a cool guy. No stream tomorrow, but come back Thursday. We're going to keep WrestleQuest going. And until next time... Goodbye.